In November 2024, a dream came true, a new chapter was opened, and a history was written in the sand of time. Comfort Aralọla Foundation was ushered into existence. Comfort Aralọla Foundation is a non-governmental organization that provides support to help people build their reading, writing, and communication skills. Join us at Comfort Aralọla Foundation to celebrate the United Nations International Day of Education as we bring to you this special interview with the NGO's founder, Mrs. Ruth Olasoji. Our guest today is a vibrant educator. She's been a teacher all her life. She has worked in several elementary schools, including Adeshola Kings and Queens School, Ibadan, American Christian Academy, the Holy School, Primrose Academy, just to mention a few. She is a versatile speaker of English and a consultant in phonics. She is a mother, a wife, and a committed Christian. To cap it all, she is the founder of Comfort Aralọla Foundation, an NGO that is committed to helping people build their literacy skills. Mrs. Ruth Olasoji, you're welcome.
It's my pleasure to be here. Good afternoon.
Good day, Ma. How are you today?
I'm doing well. And you? How are you?
I'm good.
Fine.
It's good to have you here today. How do you feel knowing that it's another time to celebrate the International Day of Education? Are you elated?
Actually, yes. I feel honored and I feel very elated to have to be a witness of today, which is an annual celebration of the International Day of Education. Why did I say so? Because it serves as an avenue and a reminder of a pivotal role that education plays in shaping societies, empowering people, individuals, and fostering sustainable development at large. It's the day that is not just celebrated, it also calls for action to address the challenges faced by the education sector the world over. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. It was a very nice answer or response from Mrs. Olasoji. Ma, Nelson Mandela said, and I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world." Do you agree with that?
Absolutely, I do share in late Nelson Mandela's sentiments regarding education, because education brings transformation. It is the avenue and the medium that equips individuals with knowledge and skills, and it is needed to navigate life challenges and contribute meaningfully to the society at large. And when we say it contributes meaningfully, it means that a well-educated populace is essential for economic growth, in the sense that if people have the correct and right orientation, then they will be able to know what is needed for the growth of economy and what is not meant for them or needed for them to do. We have some people that, because of lack of this education, they are sold at a very cheap rate. They go into all sorts, you get, at the detriment of the ultimate performance of our economy. So education is that thing that brings critical thinking and empathy, which is important element for combating or addressing the global issues that will tackle or defeat poverty, inequality, and will help with climate change.
Indeed, it was a nice response. You did justice to the question. Thank you very much, Ma. Ma, moving to the next question. According to a 2021 UNICEF report, Nigeria has up to 20 million out of school children. How do we feel about that? How do you feel about that? And do you think we are lackadaisical about educating the Nigerian children?
In response to that, really the statistic is very disheartening and deeply concerning. It reflects the systematic challenge that demands urgent attention by the government, by stakeholders, and by teachers. While there are efforts made by these various stakeholders to address the issue, they may not be able to be as coordinated, widespread, or impactful as needed. Factors like poverty, insecurity, cultural practices, and inadequate infrastructure all contribute to this crisis. And addressing the issues will require prioritization of education in policy making. They give all these grants and whatever the government assigns into education every year has to be improved on. You know, we have so little coming to the education sector. People like us, you don't even want to believe how much we earn doing this work. But I believe that if there is improvement on this, more people, more stakeholders, NGOs like us will be willing to come forth to support, and then we would have made our input contributing to the health of the nation by improving on our education. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Ma. And now the next question. How exactly can we use literacy as a tool to reduce the number of out-of-school children in Nigeria?
Well, it's quite easy. First, I believe that with cooperation from home, because a lot of these kids have parents that are illiterate themselves, that would rather want their kids to go to the roadside, hawk for stuff, like an extension of, if they had thought that the lives of these kids could be better than theirs, and that these kids are their future, then they will not run at that loss. I call it a loss because you are a house cleaner, you are a trader, and your child also ends up a trader like you. It's not the best. So we could only make sufficient and better impact if the home front is supporting our cause. Do you understand? Like community-based programs could be established, literacy hubs in undeserved areas in our neighborhood that will bring learning closer home. You know, if kids are not able to do homeschooling in the morning, in the afternoon, they could come in with, we having structures in place for them to educate them, to enlighten them so that they are out of the dark and away from the streets. Number two is that we could have incentives. A few schools I know of do provision of free meals, free lunch, school uniforms. Some people sponsor education. They take slots and so on and so on. There are ways that the generous and people with good hearts can support this move and make it, as it were, available for even those people that are really not buoyant enough to spend on education. We could also have awareness campaigns. We could go into schools, we could go into communities and let them see the reasons why these kids are not supposed to be home. They are not supposed to be at home when their mates are out there advancing and adding onto their knowledge and getting skills. And when we say literacy is what will bring someone that didn't even pass through a formal education to be able to believe in the gifts and talents God has given them. They could be creative, make things with their hands, with their brains. Nobody is a daft. And package it. We are in the present state of packaging stuff and selling at a higher price than just the ordinary. So that is another way. And then flexible learning options, introducing, I think I've mentioned that along the line, evening classes, afternoon classes. Some of us NGOs are available because we run a flexible program, and so maybe you want to pick a slot in the afternoon, you want to pick a slot in the evening, here and there. We have people and hands on ground to attend to that. And we could also adopt teaching training centers, teaching training or teacher training hubs that we equip teachers with the skills to handle diverse learners' needs and make education more interesting and engaging. Sometimes we have had to use, and which we will still be doing, using visuals, audios and stuff like that. And finally, partnership and collaboration with NGOs and private sectors to fund literacy initiative and ensure accountability. At the end of the day, you want to know that, okay, so amount came in, what did you use it for? And we are accountable to say that, okay, it has gone this far. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for honoring this invitation. Thank you very much for honoring this invitation.
It's a pleasure being here. Thank you for giving me the platform to express a little bit of what I know. Thank you.